Alright, here we go. I'm gonna get settled in and ready to record this a second time. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. This video is gonna be just kind of my first video, just to test the water, see how things work. And for that, I'm gonna be running T77 gameplay, how I play it, tips and tricks, things to avoid, what to do and not to do, and then generally speaking, just kind of how to play an autoloader. So, Lakeville is the first map. Now, I do have to tell you, this is the second time I'm recording this. The first time I went to record it, and I did the whole, 40 minutes that I was going to trim down or whatever, look over, and I was like, I never hit the record button. So, it was not my best moment, but so, Lakeville, encounter, I'm going to go play city. I'm a heavy. I mean, it's where I should go. Valley puts me out of the game too long. I'm too slow. Now, I hit that rock because I was having a little bit of ping issues. I swear it wasn't just because I'm a bad driver. But it's a tier 6, so I'm thinking I can do some decent damage, heavily slow to the battle. So, we're going in. I'm reloaded. I got the full clip. I don't have much help behind me as of right now, so I got to be careful with how I play it. And then I'm like, I'll sit in this bush here, and I'll look at that corner, because somebody almost always comes through that corner. So, and then as soon as I go to move up, I spot the Alpine Tiger. I aim in my shots, 2 shots in, 3 shots in. I did stop kind of in the open, and I did get shot for it, but it's one of those things that, I took 1 shot, and I was able to get 3 full pins into him, so I did 1,000 damage to him, where he only did 370 damage to me. So to me, that's an absolute win. Now, the downside of playing this tank is it's only got 3 shells, and it takes 36.5 seconds to reload it, roughly, depending on what kind of crew, what kind of equipment you've got on it. So, at that point, I was looking at the STA, and then I saw the minimap and realized he was a bit farther than I thought. I see that VK pushing in, and my first initial thought is, he'll distract them. I should be able to get some shots up in here, get my clip off, maybe get shot once or twice, but it'll be a good trade. And I put 1 in, there's 2, and then 3, and I finish him off. Another 800, 900 damage dealt, and I didn't even take a shot for it. And those are kind of the advantages you really want to take advantage of. Wow. Those are the kind of situations you really want to take advantages of. I always tell people, it's like, capitalize off of your teammate's mistake. It's the easiest way to, do well in a battle. Because, I mean, I wouldn't say the VK made a mistake, but they shot the VK, which allowed me to push in. Now here, this was a dumb move on my part, because I wasn't paying attention to the minimap and who all wasn't spotted. Because I was thinking I was going to get the Alpine Tiger, which I did end up getting him, but I did die for it because I wasn't paying attention, and they had 2 other tanks back here. So it's just one of those things you got to be paying attention to, is the minimap. And that's one of the main reasons I run XVM, is because it gives you those little light bulbs on the side that tell you if a tank has been spotted, if a tank is currently spotted, or if the tank has never been spotted. That helps me so much. So, I do end up dying right here, but I did get off 2,400 damage, 1320 blocked. So that was a really good game for me, 4KW and 8. I probably could have had more had I really been paying attention, because I wouldn't have made that push, because it was a dumb push. But all in all, it was a great first game for me. So, and then I was kind of watching the gameplay of others, but we do end up winning this. So, first battle, it's a win, 3,800, win 8. All in all, it's a great game. But again, playing that tank with a 36-second reload is you really have to be careful what you do. Because if I was any other tank, I might have been a little bit more fine doing that move that I just did. But because of it, you know, I died for it. Because I got off all 3 shells, but then I had 36 seconds and I got ammo wrecked, so it was even longer than 36. So, it's just one of those things to be mindful of. Now, so, this ends up being a win. So, we'll move on to the next one. So, I got this tank through the Waffen Trigger boxes, the events. I bought a couple boxes. I actually bought 2 sets for $9 at the start. I got the Cano Jagdpanzer 105, or however it's pronounced. I probably just butchered the name. And the T77, 18 bucks, 2 tier 8 premium tanks. Amazing deal, plus all the other stuff I got. So, now, this map is Erlenberg. It's an assault. Now I turned assault and encounter batters on a while ago because I was sync dropping with somebody who had them on. But also, I mean, it's not. It just depends. Some people like these maps, some people don't. It does provide a good variety, so it's not just monotonous the whole time. But it does require a little bit more thinking, and that's where teammates usually suffers. Because in World of Tanks, you find a lot of people who just play just because they want to shoot things and aren't really looking to win and whatnot. But so I want to play the city because I should be able to get some shots on either side from here, but also I'm a heavy, so I don't really want to be caught in the open. So here I was pushing up, but I started backing up. Reason for that is, you know, I looked at my mini map and realized that I had like no help except that ooze, so I didn't really want to push up there. And again, I have a 36.5 second reload time, so I get my shell, my clips off, and then I'm just sitting. And I don't want to be in a position where I can get swarmed easily. So, this is one of those things, you know, really pay attention to who's coming with you and where you are on the map. And I mean, it also just depends on what tank you're in. So, I see the ooze is there, so I was like, fine, I'll go take up this next one. On my crossing, I spot the Carnarvon. Luckily, he doesn't get a shell on me. So I have the ooze behind me, and then I have those 2 mediums. That's also why I like this spot, is because you can get really great shots up on that hill. This is a great spot for it, especially if you have a turret tank, you use that berm. So, and then that left me 2 shells left, so what I was able to do was I was able to pull back, get a shot off into the Carnarvon, get a shot off into the Scorp, and so I'm at 1,000 damage and still haven't taken a single hit. Now again, this is a risky position because now I'm reloading, so I kind of hit that F7 key just to let people know, hey, I'm over here, I probably need help, you know, just try and, try and draw their attention over here. So I got 5 seconds till I'm reloaded. I see that E75 and I'm thinking maybe I can pull back, get some shots off him if he's going to push that STA2. Again, more free damage that I could farm. Fortunately, he does not push out, so then my focus goes back to the Carnarvon and what he's doing. And then I see that prop pop up, and so then I'm paying attention over there. I was pre-aiming because I thought he was going to keep moving, but he stopped. So again, this is one of those situations. He wasn't looking at me. I took 1 hit of damage for it. I got 3 shells off. I ended up taking another shot of damage, but again, I just did 1,000 damage to him, and he only got 2 shots off me. That's another thing, is really maximizing your potential damage, but also minimizing how many times you get shot. Now here, the IS-3 doesn't know that I'm not reloaded, so if I act like I am, then he doesn't know. So I hit F7, I ping the ooze just to kind of maybe get his attention because I don't know where he's looking. So, not mad at him, it's just, you know, hey, I'm over here. So, I took a shot from the prot, but then I was able to pull around, put 1 shot in the Carnarvon, kill him, put 2 more shots in the IS-3 and kill him, and I get shot by the prototype again, but those 2 guys are dead. that was a really good play because I was able to take out 2 tanks and I really only got shot once for it. That allows me to be a little bit more free and concentrate on that prototype. Had I left those guys alive and just sat at that corner, I could have gotten pushed. I wouldn't have, had the shots I wanted. Prot would have kept hitting me, so it was just a really bad position to be in. So by pushing out, I'm like, I may take 1 shot from each of them. Carnarvon only hit me for 136, but he's got a good DPM, so I kill him first. Prot's got the longer reload. He'll hit me for like 350 or whatever. So take a shot from each. It's about 500 damage. I could take it. Killing both, to me, it was worth it. The Prot goes down, so then I go looking for their EBR because I want more damage, as always. He gets spotted. I didn't really feel like taking that shot just because it was a very low percentage shot. But I do start to angle to go take him out. So I missed the first shot, and then for some reason my hand gets, like that shake there, I don't know what happened, but I do end up getting the kill. Only 4 damage though. But again, 4 kills, 2,800 damage, 800 blocked. Really good game for me again. Back to back 4K win 8s, so. And then I think I do end up marking my tank on this battle. So that was a really good accomplishment for me. Yeah. So I do end up marking it. So again, I fired 11 shots. I fired 11 shots. I hit 10 and I penned 10. So again, this tank is really just about, like all autoloaders, is maximizing your clip potential, trying not to take too many hits for it, but then also being very careful because you do end up having a 36-second reload. So now this next battle, we'll kind of skip ahead. So I'm gonna go play over here because I realized I have teammates that can help me over here. And I am a heavy, and it's normally where heavies go. They only have 1 arty, so I don't need to be super worried about arty in this map. But I still have to keep that in the back of my head that they will have arty. So T77 is a relatively medium speed tank, so I push up. I'm going to spot the mod 1. My thinking is he's probably the only one up here who doesn't really have buddies, and I was going to push around the corner, but then I kind of hesitated because the other 77 was going to come help me. So pulled around, put a shot into him. Sorry about that. And then we were able to finish him off. I had 1 shell left. I was just kind of looking to get rid of it. I didn't really want to reload. So I was looking for shots. I saw the track on him. I was able to track him. Didn't do any damage, sadly, but I did get assisted for it. Right there. I got 200 assisted for it, so it wasn't a complete waste of a shell. And then, so you end up dying just because I didn't pull out in time and I wasn't really paying attention. And that's one of the other key things, is you really have to pay attention to the mini-map and what's going on around you to know when to pull out, when to advance, that kind of thing. So I did end up dying there. Unfortunately, had I paid attention to the mini-map a little bit more, pulled out, would have been a different story. But so it's kind of all I've got for you today. Again, this is just the first video. I don't know how well it's going to go, that kind of thing, but put this out there just to give you guys, who are watching it, maybe an idea of how to play an autoloader if you haven't played it before, maybe some tips and tricks that I do, and just kind of things to keep out for, and then also just to play a little T77 gameplay, show you what it's like if you haven't played it yet, and also, more information on it. That way you can go into battles knowing more about it. So